Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. The Save My Unit Colliery Jobs campaign is stepping up today with local suppliers joining in a union rally this afternoon at the mine. Mine owner Centennial Coal says a new 3-year supply contract being offered by Eraring Power Station owner Origin Energy is based on exactly the same current terms and is not enough to keep the mine afloat. The existing contract expires at the end of the month, leaving the future of 300 workers in limbo. Local suppliers will join today's protest to outline the flow-on economic impact if the mine cannot continue. Rail commuters are being advised of impacts to services on the Hunter line from today as essential track work is carried out and copper theft causes delays. Trains between Dungog, Maitland and Newcastle are running to a changed timetable until 6:30 on Thursday morning to allow crews to carry out the works. Meanwhile, trains between Maitland and Talara are still not running this morning due to stolen copper cables and are not due to resume until 2 p.m. today. Commuters are being urged to check timetables online or announcements at stations. Fears are growing for the welfare of a Madawi man who's been missing for more than 24 hours. 43-year-old Aaron Dedge was last seen in Gwalia Close at about 3 a.m. yesterday, and there's been no trace or contact from him since. He was last seen wearing high-vis clothing and may be driving a white Isuzu MUX with the New South Wales registration DAG 17D. We've posted Aaron's photo on the 2NURFM Hunter News Facebook page. Newcastle Councillor Declan Clausen says council needs to start preparing to replace all of the city's inland pools. The pools, constructed in the 1960s and 70s, will reach the end of their lifespan within the next decade. It's been suggested the cost of the job would be upwards of $300 million. Declan Clausen says they're trying to look ahead.
The really big projects that cost in the order of tens of millions of dollars, where there does need to be partnership between council, community, state and federal governments in order to deliver upgrades. Fortunately, the pool shells might not be the most sexy project, but it's absolutely critical to make sure that the facilities can continue to operate, and it is something that does need to be planned and budgeted well in advance.
A by-election will be held for a new Lord Mayor for Newcastle after the resignation of Dr Ross Kerridge. He'd just returned from leave for cancer treatment and released a statement yesterday admitting he doesn't have the energy to continue. The vacancy is expected to be hotly contested, with the names of several current and former councillors being suggested as likely candidates, including former Lord Mayor Nuatali Nelms, who's recently moved on from her role as Regional Director for the Property Council of Australia. Deputy Lord Mayor Charlotte McCabe will again fill in until the by-election is held. Save Walker Reserve Community Alliance is calling on Maitland residents to stand up for the historic site. In December, Council proposed a significant overhaul for the site, including adding a car park and a large adventure playground. The site's plan of management is on public exhibition until February 21, with submissions being accepted until March 7. Group Coordinator Michelle Keith says they have suggested alternate plans to Council.
They were certainly open to looking at it. There was no commitment that it would occur, but there was some discussion that it could possibly be revised. So we're hopeful that the Council will take on board the community's viewpoint and actually look at the actual plans of management of the site.
2NURFM Sport.
The Newcastle Knights will still be missing players in their pre-season game against the Bulldogs. Captain Kalen Ponga will miss Saturday's game, while centre Dane Gagai is racing the clock to return from injury. Import Dylan Brown is likely to play his first game this Saturday at home. Meanwhile, Lakes United back rower Sione Matautia is joining the Rebels for the 2026 season. The former Knights skipper remains the youngest ever player to play for the Kangaroos. The Rebels are looking for their 4th straight Country Championships title. Newcastle Jets winger Clayton Taylor has scored his first A-League hat-trick. The 21-year-old now moves to 4th on the club's all-time goal-scoring leaderboard. Coach Milligan says they know the ability he has. And Charlestown Azzurri won't be fielding a reserve grade side in the NPLW this year. The club had many players leave at the end of last season, which has led to the side not having enough members. That's sport. I'm Darcy Mills.
And the winning numbers in Monday Lotto are 12, 17, 23, 27, 30 and 38, and the supplementaries are 2 and 11. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.